Chris here from Prima Coffee Equipment. We're talking with Matt from Toddy, and Matt's going to tell us a little bit about their cold brewers. So the big question for me is, why would I choose Toddy over any other method? I mean, we have the cold drip method, we have other like French presses and pour overs on ice, all that stuff. So why would I choose Toddy? That's my question.
Well, Toddy allows you to play around with a lot of those different parameters. You can do hot bloom cold brew in here, as well as just a straight cold brew. Stick it in your fridge and brew it that way. It allows you to really control a lot of the different parameters.
Okay.
It's a fun unit. We've got commercial sizes as well as retail sizes.
Sure.
Something for your shop or something for your home.
Totally. And how does it actually work? I see a bucket with a spout, but what's happening?
All right, so what happens inside here is we have our paper filter that sits inside of a mesh strainer. You put 5 pounds of coffee inside of here, and then disposable paper filter inside. And what makes it great with the strainer is you can pull it out, dump it right out, and then, you get ready your coffee, clean this up, you're ready to go for another batch. 5 pounds in there, you get your water. This will actually produce 2.5 gallons of concentrated coffee.
That's a lot of coffee.
It is. And we usually dilute it 1 part coffee to 2 parts water.
Okay, cool. So it's fairly concentrated.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly. And a great thing as well is you can do tea in these as well as coffee. And the tea will come out 1-to-5 ratio, even stronger than the coffee.
Right. So the home version, or the smaller version, is it really just a slimmed down, like the exact same things out there?
It's a slightly different process.
It looks a little different.
We have these felt filters in here.
Oh, okay, felt.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly new. No, cool.
And so this, you'll dampen that up, and you'll go ahead and place that right down here in this bottom groove.
Sure. Are these reusable?
Yes, they are.
Okay, cool.
So that'll sit right down in there. We've got a little rubber stopper that prevents the coffee from coming out.
Okay.
And you fill it up. This will do about 1 pound of coffee.
Yeah.
Fill up your water, let it brew. Some of the parameters you control is the hours, the amount of time that you brew it for. We've got a couple experiments set up over there, a 12-hour, an 18-hour, 16-hour, and 24-hour. Mm-hmm. And so after that amount of time is done, you'll open up your glass decanter here, uncork it, and allow it to drain right into there. And this will stay good in your fridge for up to 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yep. So you'll have a nice amount of concentrate in there, and you take it out, add your water, and you're good to go with some iced coffee.
Yeah. So what do you perceive as the difference in taste between this versus some of those other methods?
One of the great things about the cold brew technique that we use is it produces a lot less acidity in the coffee because it allows it the time to extract more thoroughly, and about 67% less acid than a normal cup of coffee using a hot bloom, hot coffee or a drip technique. So these are some of our experiments back over here.
You said a couple of different time periods you're brewing with the home, the smaller
Yeah,
size
so we did a smaller size just for a demonstration. This one was actually done with a hot bloom cold brew.
Okay.
And so that'll have a little bit more acidity. And what we do with that is we take the grinds, and we take about twice the weight of the grinds in hot water, allow it to do a bloom, agitate it, and then put the cold water on top of it.
Okay.
This one sat for 16 hours after that, and then we decanted it. Now it's some great coffee. Would you like to try?
I'd love to, yeah, absolutely. Are you, for these different time periods and different bloom options, are you changing grind setting at all, or are you just keeping the same grind setting and
This is
seeing how it makes different?
what works best for the Toddy coffee maker is a coarse grind, almost what you'd use in a French press or something along those lines. The grind's the same. All these beans are the same origin.
Okay. Great.
Absolutely. And then you can really taste the difference between a hot bloom and, say, a 12-hour just cold brew.
Yeah. You mentioned, I think, less acidity and a little bit more perceived smoothness.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. I mean, they're both nice, and they're both really clean too, which is, I guess, one of the benefits over French press, where you're not going to get the same cleanness in the coffee.
You do get a little less body. French press, you get a real nice body on it and all that. I'm a big fan of French press personally. I'm a big fan of this as well. It goes great, cold coffee, and you can keep it in your fridge.
Cool.
Grab a coffee anytime you want.
I love it. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by.